Do not take 8 a.m.s. Do your homework. Go to class. The worst answer you can get is a no, but the best answer you can get is some extra money. Do not stay in your room. Hey y'all, my name is Anaya Chelsea, but you can call me AC, and welcome to my channel. Today's video, we are doing a college advice video from your big sister, Truly. So first, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about myself and my college experience. If you have been on my channel and been watching, I am graduating with my master's degree. Actually, I'm really already done with my requirements for my master's. Like, I'm done with all my classes. I passed my comprehensive exam. I'm really just waiting on December to roll around so I can actually walk the stage. But my degree will be awarded in August. So yay, congrats to me. I have a bachelor's of science in sport management, and now I have a master's of science in sport management as well, and I did it all in 5 years. Me personally, I am a overachiever. I have always been really book smart, and I just like the feeling of having good grades. I've just always been like that. School has just always been my thing. I went to the University of West Alabama, and that's where I have both of my degrees from. I love West Alabama. I think it's some things that they can improve on as a university, but my overall experience was a great one. I was a track and field athlete throughout my whole undergrad, and I enjoyed track until the last couple years. We went through a couple different coaches, so that changed my experience, obviously. But overall, I love running track, and track has been a part of me like all my life. So I'm just gonna always be a track athlete at heart. I also work in my university's housing. I worked as an RA, I worked as an assistant hall director, and I worked as a hall director for 3 dorms on my campus. I was homecoming queen my senior year of college. I'll insert a picture so y'all can see. I'm also a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Y'all, my college experience, like, I did a lot. I took advantage of every opportunity that was given to me, and I feel like I've grown so much, like, as a person and as a leader, that I wouldn't have done at another school. I really have experience in almost every aspect of college life, so I'm really the perfect person to be giving y'all advice. Let's chat, let's talk about it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is classes and academics. If you don't know what you want to major in, that is okay. You don't have to know, because your freshman year you are going to be taking core classes, and those are just like math and reading and writing. So you have some core classes to get through before you have to decide on a major. And even if you have an idea of what you're going to college for and you just are so sure of that and it ends up changing, that is okay. It's perfectly fine to change your major. Just make sure that you're being intentional when you change your major, because you don't want to get into a cycle of taking classes that you didn't need and then just continuing to go through a loop. Keep an eye on your advisors. Sometimes they advise so many students that they just might overlook something, or you might end up taking a class that you don't need. So a tip that I have for you is, once you find your major, that you look at all the requirements that you have to have yourself. You look at, how long that's actually going to take you. Most people don't get a degree in 4 years, and that's perfectly okay. Your college experience is your college experience. How long it takes you is how long it takes you. It's about getting your experience, and you don't have to compare yourself to other people to be successful in college. So setting up your schedule will look different for everybody, but when you have good time management skills and you set up your schedule to where you know where you're doing what at what time, that's going to help you so much on your journey. Just don't fall victim to procrastination. Every major is different, so I can't say that it's just going to be easy peasy, but if you go to class, if you talk to your professors and make sure that you're building a relationship with your professors and doing your homework and your assignments on time, like, that is 80% of the battle. If you're cool with your professors and they know that you're putting in the work, they're going to you. College is different than high school, because if you have a relationship with your professor and say you fail a test or whatever, and you go back after the test and ask them for tips on how to get through their class, I promise you, when it comes to like finals and putting those grades in, like, they gonna with you. So definitely make sure you're getting to know your professor. First day of class is usually like the professor going over a syllabus, but if you have like a harder major like engineering or something like that, y'all usually jump straight into it. I'm sorry for you. So at the beginning of the semester, when you get your syllabus, you need to be writing down when everything is due, when each assignment is due, when you have a quiz, when you have a test, when you do this, when you do that. So you're making sure you're staying organized. That's the best way to help you get prepared, and then that's how you know that you're not missing anything. Do not take 8 a.m.s. When you're in college, you get to decide if you go to class or not. I advise that you go to every single class. It'll be days that you don't feel good or whatever, but don't make it a habit of missing class. When you start missing classes and grades start to deteriorate, you can't even go to your professors and ask for help because you don't go to class. Like, they're not gonna help somebody that they don't see, that they don't know. Just make sure you're going to class. But them 8 a.m.s, don't even, no. Personally, I wouldn't take any classes after 5 p.m. either, but that also depends on your major, because sometimes like you don't really have a choice but to take a class at a certain time. And when you're in college, you get to pick your own schedule. So why would you do that to yourself? And also take advantage of online classes. When COVID started, that was my first experience with taking online classes, but I enjoyed them so much because I'm the person that likes to go at my own pace anyway. So having online classes plus in-person classes, like having a mix of them is the perfect balance. Take maybe 3 classes on campus and then 2 classes online. Like I know for my school, we have like a fall 1 and fall 2. So that's what I was doing that helped me get through school a little bit faster, is to take in-person classes and online classes as well. Take what you can handle, for sure. Now, let's talk about friends and relationships. The biggest advice that I have for relationships in general while you're in college is realize that everything happens for a reason, period. The people that you start with are most likely not the people that you end with, and that is okay. Because sometimes people are here for seasons in your life. The person you are as a freshman is not the same person you're going to be when you graduate. When you're a certain type of person and that's what you can be around and that's what you attract at that time, that's what you attract. And then, you know, as you continue to grow and as you continue to learn and as you continue to make mistakes, those same people might not align with you anymore. I'm telling you now, that is okay. The group of friends that I had freshman year, I had built-in friends because I ran track. So I had teammates that, you know, that I was close with, and we ended up growing apart. And like I said, that's okay. I'm a totally different person than I was freshman year. I wouldn't advise anyone to go to college with a boyfriend. And I say that just because when you're a freshman, there are going to be opportunities that you have to like go out, to go try different things. And, you know, everybody doesn't handle a relationship the same. Just don't close yourself off to opportunities that may present themselves because of a relationship. You are in a relationship and you feel like, you know, that's who you want to be with and you want to be loyal to your person, by all means do that. I'm a relationship girly at heart, but my advice to y'all is to just not take things so seriously and to just go with the flow a little bit freshman year and, you know, have your fun. Regardless of whatever happens your freshman year, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to learn, and that's all a part of the journey. So when you start taking things to heart, that's when you start to just feel like your world is crashing down when something happens. And that's not true, because like I said, people are around for seasons in your life. My biggest advice for like meeting people is to get up out your room. Do not stay in your room. Do not stay in your room. Even if you don't have any friends per se, go to the cab, go eat alone. You're going to meet the people that you want to be friends with. I'm just going to use this as an example because I like anime. Say that there is an anime event on campus. If you like anime, go to that event. You're going to meet like-minded people at that event, and you may make a friend, and you might make a lifelong friend at that. Don't close yourself off to any opportunities at all. And if you have to go do things alone just to try it out, just to meet people, then go do that. Because when you stay in your room, you're going to get depressed. That's just what it is. Just don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared. It's really not, it's not as intimidating as it seems. Just go outside, go have some fun, go be yourself, and you're gonna meet the people that you're supposed to attract. For sure. I'm a relationship girly, so I've had a couple relationships in college. Did they last? Not necessarily, but like I said, those people were around for those reasons and for those seasons, and I learned a lot from every relationship that I was in, every situationship that I was in. I learned a lot, and I learned a lot about myself as a woman, what I want in a relationship. I'm not tripping off of anything that, you know, went wrong, because everything taught me a lesson. Yeah, and just remember that everything happens for a reason. You know, if you meet somebody that, you know, you vibing with, vibe. Another big thing that we need to touch on that I see a lot of people don't touch on is sex. Make sure that y'all are practicing safe sex, because people are dirty, and in college people like to get loose and get down. If you a little frisky, and I'm not judging nobody, if you're a little frisky, make sure that you're getting tested, and just make sure that you're staying safe and healthy, because a lot of people in college think it's taboo to get tested, and that's how stuff gets around and gets around fast. So just make sure you're staying safe. So my freshman year, we had great parties at UWA. Even though my university was smaller, we had great parties. My biggest advice to y'all is to just go out. Even if you're not a party person, you know, give it a try. You don't know how you feel about something until you try it. You may have, you know, an idea of, oh, I may not have fun. Oh, what if I don't like the people there? Just go try it first, and then you can have an opinion after. But go formulate your opinion. Like if you're a girl, stick to the girl code. Who you come with is who you leave with. If you're going to drink, make sure you're not getting fallout, throw up, sloppy drunk every party you go to. It's gonna be a party or two that, you know, you get sloppy drunk, and that's okay. Have fun, but also be safe and be wary of your surroundings, because you don't want to put yourself in an unsafe situation because you couldn't be aware of your surroundings. So that's my biggest thing. Have fun, but also don't have too much fun where you don't know what's going on, and put yourself into situations that could have been avoided is all I'm gonna say. Greek life. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. My biggest thing, like if you're interested in Greek life, that's gonna look different on every campus. Just make sure that you're doing your research. If you have an idea of an organization you want to join, make sure that you know about that organization and know the reason why you want to join something. People don't usually see the amount of work that goes into being in those organizations. They see the fun things. Don't be trying to just join something because you see the strolls, you see the parties, you see the events, because those organizations are a lot of work. Another thing that I noticed that people don't really talk about a lot is mental health. Your mental health in college is going to fluctuate. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Every day is not a party. You're gonna have days where you're just loaded down with homework, that you're just loaded down with, you know, missing your family and things. You need to sit down and evaluate like how you feel, what's gonna make you feel better. Figure out what you like to do and what makes you happy. And maybe as simple as going to get some ice cream one day, and you're gonna need those little pick-me-ups. So although you may be in college and you have responsibilities, can't handle your responsibilities if you're pouring from an empty cup. I started taking spirituality very seriously my sophomore year. So that was something that ended up helping me maintain my mental health. Journaling, making sure that I'm taking time to be outside and be in nature, just taking time to unwind. Most universities have like counseling services and stuff. And you know, if you start to feel some type of way, go take advantage of those free counseling services. It might be the most wonderful experience for you to go and talk to somebody, to go relieve that stress, to go get things off your plate and just actually talk to someone. So don't ever be ashamed of getting help when you need it, like ever. Those resources are there for you and there for you to use. You're already paying an arm and leg in tuition. Take advantage of every single resource that your school has. Take advantage of it. And speaking of, let's talk about that money. When I was a freshman, I had the brokest fun of my life. It was crazy to me how I was doing so much freshman year with so little money. It's a canon event for you to want to spend those refund checks, but make sure that you guys are putting up at least a little bit of that money. Don't just blow out that money. Invest it in something. Invest it in yourself and in your college career, or put some of it up to the side. I'm not saying don't have no fun, because I'd be lying if I sit here and told y'all that I didn't have no fun with my money. Have some fun, but make sure that you're also being smart with your money, because it's gonna be days that you're gonna be dead broke, like $0. Have time, take advantage of those work study jobs around campus. I know that every university has work study positions in different departments. Take advantage of those. Get you a little check. I love my work study jobs. It usually was something where I wasn't working that hard. Scholarships are going to be your best friend. I know that scholarships helped me so much throughout my college career. Your university has scholarships. It doesn't matter what university you go to. Make sure that you're reaching out to your financial aid department to see what scholarships they have on campus, what you can apply for. If you're eligible, apply for every single scholarship. The worst answer you can get is a no, but the best answer you can get is some extra money. So make sure that you're taking advantage of scholarship opportunities from your university and outside sources. Taking advantage of those outside scholarships that most people don't really apply for is going to be your best friend. If you just go search on Google like scholarships for your specific major or just college scholarships, it's websites that you can use. I put something somewhere, some resources on the screen and in my description to help me find scholarships. If you're in high school right now, be already looking for scholarships, be already applying for scholarships. The faster you get on it, the better. The more luck you'll have actually winning those scholarships. But yeah, make sure you're taking advantage of those, because extra money ain't hurt nobody, and I promise you, you're going to need it. Apply for everything that you can, okay? Okay. Networking and internships. Networking is honestly the most important part of going to college. The people that you meet, whether they're professors, whether they're people on campus, they're all going to play a role in your experience and your experience when you leave college. Definitely make sure that you're getting good with all your professors. Make sure that you're getting good with all the staff that you have available to you on campus, because they might have an opportunity for something that you may need later on. And when you start creeping up on those later years in college, you should be be taking an internship at some point in time, and applying for those internships as early as possible during the summers is when I say that you should be doing internships, whether they're for your class credit or whether they're just for you getting some experience, because you're gonna need it. One thing that I wish that I would have done earlier is take advantage of those summers and try to get internships that relate to your major and relate to the things that you want to do in the future, because that's gonna help you on your job search journey. My job search journey is going a little questionable, but if you make sure that you get on those things early as you can and utilize your summers for internships, especially like within sports, that would have been a very useful thing to have done, is to take advantage of that. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of internships. My field, for example, like if I'm looking for internships, I would look on LinkedIn, I would look on Teamwork. Just because I majored in sport management, those are places where you can find internships for sport management majors and like different opportunities within sports. I'm a little biased and a little like I can't help everyone on that subject, but you know, just look them up. You'll never know what you'll find, and get you a paid opportunity, because don't be working for nobody for free in 2024. Like I said, don't be scared. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who's going to be able to be in a position to help you later on. So just make sure that you're being yourself and you are taking advantage of every opportunity that is given to you, and utilizing all the time that you can, because people do not lie when they say that those 4 years of college go by fast. In my experience, my 5 years, but they still went by too fast. This is going to be a series. If y'all have any suggestions or anything that you feel like that I left out, y'all can definitely put in the comments. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can come back and see my beautiful face. I love y'all, and thank you for joining me. Bye.